Now a fishing legend in his own mind, Rick Jordan.
Good morning. Beautiful day. Beautiful. Big ships are out there. And the little ships are on the lakes.
This is true.
This is good. This is very good. Weather's calm. Walleyes are biting. Russ Francisco's with us on the Frenzy. Good morning, Russell.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good. Real good. Fishing has been good for the Jordan family.
It's been a good summer so far, yeah. Very good for everybody.
Yeah, I think the weather's cooperating. My son, who fishes the Brule, has been pretty happy the last few times.
Yep.
I haven't seen any pictures.
Over there?
I haven't seen any pictures.
No, but there's fish everywhere. It's pretty good. It's better than usual, and the weather has been moderate, so that's good. It hasn't been extremely hot most of the time. It hasn't been cold. We haven't had a lot of washout rainstorms, but we've had enough to keep things green. So, good summer.
I heard Strandberg's forecast. Possibility we might get some showers today, right? This afternoon?
Yeah, this afternoon, I guess. 50-50 shot.
50-50. Poop. Well, other than that, what have you heard? Any lunkers or huge?
Oh yeah, some big northerns, some decent sized walleyes, and even the inland lakes. Even when the water is shallow, people have been figuring out how to get out and get after them. Big crappies. Seen some nice big pictures of crappies. Big sunfish. I think not having much snow last year kept those fish a little more active. They probably ate a little more and grew a little bit. So I think that's a big thing. When there's lots of sunshine, I think those fish just keep moving and keep growing.
Good. We've been catching a lot of small walleyes on Island Lake. And, that you say, well, doggone it, they're all small. They're going to grow. Right.
Oh, I think so. And people have gotten some nice 18s and 20s occasionally, so there's some fish. I think if a person really concentrated on bigger fish, I think they'd probably catch more big fish, but it's more fun to just catch fish. So we just, go out and catch what we can catch.
All right. Now, you brought up a very good point there. How do we concentrate on big fish?
Well, you figure out what they're biting on. That's the big thing. And probably go a little deeper, probably go in where they're not so concentrated. Because if you're catching a lot of little fish, chances are those big fish have moved away a little bit, and they're after bigger bait. And they're willing to work a little harder for bait. So a lot of times those big fish are a little different, a little deeper water. Not too far away, but a little deeper. Maybe even suspended out a little farther. You gotta move around and just keep trying to figure them out. But it isn't all the fish are small. There's big fish there. You just got to figure them out.
Oh yeah. I had I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. We're fishing in Island Lake with one of us had crawlers and one had leeches, I believe. And I said, I don't like this. Let's troll a little bit. So I put on a blue Rapala and we caught a couple of walleyes, not much bigger than the Rapala.
Yeah. Years ago, I was fishing up in Canada, and Butch Furtman, John Peterson from Northern Tackle was there, and a bunch of folks like that, and we were catching okay fish. We were busy, right, but nothing really big. And Peterson says, when I get back to him and make a phone call. So he called somebody around town. We're up in Lac Seul, and he got some big shiners, right? And they went out, and they didn't catch near as many fish, but they caught a lot bigger fish. So, we got a lesson there. And so he just changed the bait and went to bigger bait. You're not going to catch as many fish, but what you do catch will usually be larger. So that's the measurement. Do you want to have more fun, or do you want to catch a big fish? So that's what you measure.
Big fish, big bait.
Usually.
Yeah. We have tried to use crawlers, and really, at least in my boat, have not had success in crawlers. Leeches, yes.
Leeches have been extremely good, and they've been large this year, too. And so there's a lot of leeches, and so that's been pretty effective. I have talked to people, though, that have done well in crawlers and Mille Lacs and places like that. But around here, you're right. Our leech business is right through the wall. And I always talk about this. The boys in the hill, Matt and John and stuff, they're on the way to all the lakes, so you would expect that they would sell a lot of that stuff. We're down in the harbor, and once the walleyes hit the big lake, we would expect our bait business to fall off. Hasn't this year at all. Still screaming. So people are on their way. They figured out ways to fish locally around our store, too, and they're buying lots of leeches this year.
Can I assume then that the boats that I see near to the shore are going for walleyes and such?
You mean on the Big Lake?
Yeah, Big Lake.
No, it's a goofy year this year. The wind has been very odd, and so one day, a week ago or so, all these boats are back in close to shore, and we're thinking, what the heck's going on? And the water had flipped over, so it was cooler water, and the cohos had moved back in, and they found them, and so they had a really good couple of days of cohos, and then the water changed back, and they disappeared again. So they got to chase them around a little bit. Now you see them back out in the middle again, where they've been for a while. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and we get a hard east wind, and it blows the water around, and then we get a west right after it, and we get this cold pocket of water next to the beach. That's quite frequently it happens, but to have cohos move in like that again is sort of crazy. But it is what happens. So we'll be able to pick on them a little bit. People even shore casting caught a few. So it's been okay. So in shore fishing up the shore hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been great, but it hasn't been bad to catching a fish here or there. I mean, overall fishing has been really good. It's been a good summer so far, and we've got a good half of it left, maybe more. Depends on Mother Nature gives us September, and so that's our job right now is just keep people on the water one way or another.
That's good news. I like that. Some good deals at Marine General.
Well, we're going to keep running all the stuff we've been running. We get 20% off life jackets. We got tons of rod and reel combos we bought on special. We're passing those on. I've got some more of those paddle boards if you like paddle boarding. These are $500 boards for $150, and we've got some more of those, and not a ton, but we got some. We've got a lot of deals on lures and things like that. Like I say, our big thing right now, along with, is keep them on the water. So if they have a depth center that breaks down, we've got that, and we got those on sale. So I told the boys, whatever you can do, just keep people on the water. We got 6 weeks till Labor Day, so let's keep them going.
Good deal. And your hours?
9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday, marinegeneral.com all the time. If you're outside the area, call 800-777-8557. We ship every day. Good job. Thank you, Russell. Thanks. See you. Bye. Russ Francisco, Marine General Supply. Look at the time here. We're already down to 21 minutes after 9. Ooh. Yeah. Are you hammering this morning? Hammered? No, I don't. Have you been hammered? Hey, Pat and I are both singing along to this. Yeah, we are. Why don't we just let Dave carry the music? Oh, yeah, here? There you go. Yeah. Oh, man. How old is that song? 1962, just to age a little bit there. Okay, but does it go back further than that? No. Oh. Well, I think Woody Guthrie or something may have done it back in the 50s, but the hit was Peter, Paul, and Mary in 62. 62? Yeah. Gee, I wasn't even born there, Pat. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. We're not going to let you get away with that. How old were we? Dave and I, by the way, were born on the same, almost the same day. Yeah, not close. Oh, really? Yeah. Graduated the same year. Mm-hmm. He was graduated with honors. Yes, I'm waiting for the second half. I was honored to get out of there. I was told to get out, yeah. Stay out. 1962. We were sophomores. Yeah, something like that. Or juniors. Mm-hmm. What school did you go to, Pat? The mighty Andosigan. I could do a little cheer. It's Andosigan in Barksdale, which is right before. It's where the farm kids went, and not Bayfield, not Washburn. They had their own schools. Mm-hmm. Andosigan, and it is no longer. And it was what a great place to go to school. What a great place. It was just wonderful. Well, with the school gone, do you get to go to reunions or anything? Yeah. How do you do that? We do that. Okay, we had 2 all-year, all-class reunions, and it was a huge event. Where was it held? Where was it held? At the Benoit Community Center, which is, I don't know if you know where that is, which is, by the way, my old grade school. And then when they closed that, the people got together and said, let's make this a community center. Okay. And it's all... And it is, and it's just great. It's all good. Yeah, I think there weren't 50 in our class, that's for sure. If there was 50, that was a big class. Wait till I can't even imagine. We had a gym class with that many people. Yeah. My husband went to the first Superior Senior High, and there was like
600 or something like that.
Yeah, I think we had about 300 in our graduating class.
I can't even relate.
Yeah.
And the bus ride was quite long. From it was about an hour or more.
Wow.
I know. And then they'd turn around all we really had was basketball.
Yeah.
We didn't have a football team, and they'd turn right around and run those buses for the basketball games.
Oh, cool.
I know.
Did you play sports?
Oh, heck no. I can't even walk and chew gum.
Oh.
I'm the most uncool. No.
Oh, that's
no.
called hockey there.
Yeah. I fight, so maybe that would work.
Okay, let's get to it now. Talking to Pat Kukul at Superior Shooter Supply in Superior, of course. We're actually I talked to a guy who was getting ready for hunting season.
They are.
Yep.
We just had already 2 people in this morning, and we love that.
Good.
We love people who plan that way, and it's just a good idea. And it's I've always said this maybe a million times since I've known you, that the anticipation is every bit as good as anticipation. It's just part of it. And then we've got a really, really outstanding stock of scopes, of optics now in Vortex. So it's really I hate to say the word tariff, and I don't mean to, but, we bought ahead of time, and it's because we didn't want to be caught short, and we have a great supply. And then we have, there's usually no rebates. It's too much in the summer, but at the end of July, Browning's coming out with a nice little rebate on all their firearms, $25, $50, and $75 rebates, and the Browning safes beginning the 15th of July. That's my brother's birthday. My son's. Oh, yeah. From $50 up to $400. So, we have, it's nice, if you're thinking about something, it's a good time. It's a good time to buy. And it's a great time to plan. And heck, what else are you going to do? Duluth is getting kind of crowded over there. So maybe you want to come over to Superior where there's flat land and not much traffic.
Well, going down to the canal in Duluth today is very difficult.
God bless them, yeah, and that's exciting, too. Those tall ships are really something.
Yeah, it's amazing. The rubber ducky's cool, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I have a rubber ducky, a very small one, about 2 inches, and it sits in my hot tub.
This whole conversation has really gone so far.
Yeah, you're right.
That's okay.
I apologize.
Don't apologize to me. You can't talk about guns all the time, only about 90%.
Yeah, 90%. Yeah. Righto. But it is a great idea. Same with fishing. You plan ahead. It's the best part of it.
It's the best part of it. It really is, or vacation or anything. And we just love it when people come and walk around. They'll come back a month later and say, I was in here and I saw that, and I saw this. And that. We appreciate all of our customers. But Phil just came in and said, I'm come here. He says, well, I don't know that I spent enough to keep lights on. And you know what? We appreciate loyalty here. We do. I don't care what you spend. But it's just good. It's a good time of the year. It's, again, anticipation. We're booking, our fall orders now. I'm going to be talking to the Nelly rep a little bit here. And but you're right. Fishing, it's our slow time of the year, but still there's plenty to do, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is for
plenty
sure.
To look at.
Plan ahead, and then plan ahead some more. Where are you located?
On the corner of Ogden and Winter and Superior. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
Good. Thank you very much, Pat Kukul. I've got a note here. 2 or 3 weeks ago, my wife buttonholed me and pulled me over to the one of the volunteer fire departments because they were having a little get-together on how to fireproof your rural building, be it an outhouse, a cabin, or your home. Well,
you want to protect those outhouses. They're important.
Well, we now have a flush toilet. Okay. That was at over by Island Lake, but this one is coming up at the Gunnison Volunteer Fire Department, and it's open to anybody, not just Gunnison people. If you live in the city and you live around trees, you might want to learn how to live with your trees safely during the fire season. It's on July 19th my wedding anniversary.
Okay.
My wife's also. That's a Saturday, July 19th. And Ganesan is up on Rice. Oh, it's at the Waters of Life Church there on Rice Lake Road.
All right.
And the event is free. It will be outside, or if it's rainy, they'll go inside. And all your burning questions can be answered.
Very good.
That's on the 19th.
Yeah. Good that you and your wife have your anniversary on the same date. That's very convenient.
Well, it was touch and go.
Okay. We're at 9:31.
Johnny Charlestrom joins us.
Good morning.
Heavens, what's going on at your store? Is it
we're having a fun Friday morning.
Attaboy. So the Minnow Bucket visited your store yesterday. Truck was out in front. Oh, hey, by the way, next time I stop in your store, Johnny, we will have a new puppy.
Oh, right. I knew you had one coming, but it's born and being ready to be delivered.
Yeah, he's 6 or 7 weeks old now, and his name is Saginaw.
All right.
Which is
nice.
A copycat of another dog we had about 20 years ago.
Well, that's okay. You can do that.
Yeah, because we have a collar that says "Sag" on it.
Saving money wherever you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you reuse the collars.
And it will be a fox red Labrador.
Oh, for fun.
Yep.
Boy, I can't wait to meet this little guy.
Yeah. Okay, we'll bring
Guy
him
or
in.
gal? Is this a female or male?
He is a male.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Saginaw.
All right.
Bob Owens has been a breeder of Labradors for 30 years here in Duluth, and somebody talked us into visiting with him, and we fell in love with his dogs.
Was your last Sag male?
No, she was.
No?
Yeah, the last
all
Sag was male, but the Rainies were girls.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Okay, enough of the baby talk.
Enough dog talk? Okay.
I love dogs. You got some cute dogs, too.
Yeah, you bet.
But if my dog gets as dirty as your dog gets in that pond back there...
Oh, yeah. You can bring him by for some swimming lessons. Hank will love to take him around the pond a couple of times.
My golden color dog would turn out to be dark red.
Yeah, with splotches of green. All right.
Yeah, we've got that on our shoreline. Lots of green. All right. In fact, my wife asked the breeder, is that okay? No, a veterinarian. Is that okay for him to swim in? And he said, don't worry about it. They're used to it.
Yeah, I think labs are kind of made for swimming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny, the fishing for the Jordan family has been very okay.
Yeah, I've been hearing good fishing still, and it's nice when you get into the later season and things are still moving out there. We got people. My last customer came in and grabbed a dozen chubs, and he said the ones yesterday worked just fine. So he did so good that he's going out two in a row. So
good.
I'll let you know how the bite is.
We were on Island Lake, my son and I, last weekend, and the minnows didn't work, but the leeches and crawlers were awesome.
Yes, yeah. The leeches and the crawlers going out the door has been amazing, and it's been tough for me to stay on top of because they're going out quicker than I can pack them. Yeah. And the sad thing, this time of year is pretty soon the leeches are going to go away, and so people kind of see the writing on the wall with the leeches, and everyone's been grabbing the leeches, and my supply is getting less and less.
Oh, I noticed that my minnows my leeches are smaller and smaller.
Yeah, smaller and smaller. We're getting to the trappers. Most trappers are done for the season on the leeches, and so the remaining supply, once it's gone, then it's just going to be crawlers and minnows. But the crawlers are still working good for people using crawlers, and I've never retailed as many crawlers as I have this year. It just seems like a steady stream of people grabbing the big packs 4 at a time and taking them out the door. So.
Remember years ago, let's give it 25 years ago, there were kids on just about every corner in town selling crawlers. You don't see that anymore.
No, and the one thing with crawlers, that's the only bait you can do that with. There's been a kind of a carve out in the laws over the years, and a person can go out, grab crawlers, and sell them without a bait dealer's license, but everything else you need a license for. So, yeah, there's a reason why a lot of people used to do it, and why they're still not doing it, I just don't know. But I think in my drives around town, there's one guy over off the Martin Road that has a sign up occasionally, and I haven't seen that one lately either. So, yeah, I guess so.
Well, that is interesting.
Yeah.
We actually had news on the fishing show.
All right.
I'm going to put that in the
so
book.
if you want to put up your own sign, you could have some Jordan crawlers for sale out there.
Yeah, I think we have one car that passes through there a day. And they don't fish, so I'm out of luck.
Oh, wow.
What lakes have you heard of being pretty good for catching?
Kind of all of the reservoirs.
Yeah.
So our Island Lake, our Boulder Lake, our Fish Lake, they're all doing good. The lake that sounds like it's a bit tough on right now because Rice Lake's weeded over, and it does that every year. Once you get in the middle of the season, the weeds go from the bottom right to the top, and it's if you want to go and fish Rice Lake, you really gotta kind of chop your way through the weeds and find a hole to fish in out there. But most people just skip Rice Lake until we get into the fall season.
Yeah, fall is pretty good out there. You're right. What are your hours at Charlestrom's?
Bait shop opens up at archery at 9. We close down together at 8 and 7 on Sundays.
Johnny, it's always fun to talk with you. Thank you.
You bet.
Tight line. See you around. Stop in for some fresh minnows. All right, we got to take a break. Dave Miller is with us from Northwest Outlet and Spirit. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Rick. Good morning, Dave, and good morning, everybody out there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What a gorgeous day. A little smoky, but a really nice day out there.
Does that bother you, that smoke?
No, not too much. It just, you notice it when you walk from the house outside, and it's like, whoa, But no, it doesn't seem to bother me too much. And my eyes get a little tired when it gets really thick. But other than that.
Yeah, I got this throat, and I think it's from the smoke.
Could be.
Well, it's going to get a little worse tomorrow and tomorrow night, apparently. So.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow is a big rowing regatta down at Duluth at Park Point here, and my wife's a rower, so she's doing part of it and stuff, and I hope the smoke isn't too thick for them, and or the wind isn't blowing too hard.
No, this is not the dragon boat.
No, this is the long, skinny rowing shell.
Oh, that's serious rowing.
That out there, and it's it's a sport that you don't hear or see a whole lot of, but it's pretty amazing how many people are down there doing their rowing stuff, and whether they're rowing a single or a double or a 4 or an 8, those 8s, when they get going, it seems like the Vikings are coming ashore. There's so much going on.
They leave a weekend water ski behind there. Oh.
Darn near, yeah.
I remember years ago they had a media rowing event. I think Strandberg won.
Yeah, I wasn't anywhere near there.
Well, then I won.
Must have been you, yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We, of course, tipped over at the end like you're supposed to.
Well, that's a ceremoniously required occurrence, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 guys came out there and ceremoniously tipped us.
Oh, yeah, so that's just another thing that's going on outdoors. But, gosh, you look at all the people that are down there for the tall ships going on, and of course, the first thought that runs through my mind is SPF clothing and hats and everything else to keep the sun off of you, because golly, it gets you quick. And one of our great employees was out a couple of weeks ago at volleyball tournament, I think it was, and managed to get, it's like she said, she had all the sunscreen on and stuff, but then it got sandy from playing volleyball, and then you don't want to put more on, and oh gosh, but that's where good hats and the SPF stuff and the pants with the zip off legs if you really want to get a little sun, and you kind of go from there. And it's like for me tomorrow, I'm going to be down there helping run the referees on the course, and 1 year I didn't wear socks on with my sandals.
Ouch.
The rest of the year you could tell I had sandals on.
Well, we were out fishing last weekend, and we had a lot of sun for a while. I got burned on my nose and cheeks and ears and back of my hand, and I had long pants on and long shirt. Still got fried in the open areas. Yep.
Yeah, you got to keep it covered. And, and it's kind of just like the tick thing, that permethrin and on the clothing, and if you're using any of the repellents on your body, but you have to keep applying it depending on the conditions. And with a sunscreen, it's like you don't just put it on in the morning and get through the whole day with it. That's for sure.
That is right.
I
knew better too.
Yeah, and at the store, they're in the process of marking stuff down right now, but the computer's all loaded with it. We've got our summer markdown on all the summer, like Columbia, North Face, the sandals, a lot of the hats, and there's just across the store. There's this big summer clearance sale that's just kicking off and getting going here right now. And so if you're looking for something to get outside and have fun with, it's a good time to check out Northwest Outlet.
Oh, yeah? Where are you located?
Well, we're 1814 Belknap and Superior, kind of right close to the bottom of the Bong Bridge and over the railroad viaduct. And we're open Monday through Friday from 9 until 6, Saturday 9 to 5:30. We're closed on Sundays. And, folks, getting out there and having fun is the best part of the summer. It's kind of halfway done already. But check for ticks, get the kids out, let them have lots of fun, and wear sunscreen. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend out there.
You got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I want to repeat this again about take my glasses off. That might help. No, it doesn't. It's the preparing your cabin or house for wildfires.
Okay.
Now, we saw what happened just north of town, about 30 miles. And a lot of those people had prepared, and it could have been a lot more damage, but they did it right. And if you want to learn how to do it right, if you got a cabin or a house in the boonies, you'll want to stop over there and find this information. July 19th, Saturday, at the Geneson, by the Geneson Volunteer Fire Department. It's not there. They don't have room for that. But it's at the Waters of Life Lutheran Church on Rice Lake Road. What's that, about 6,200 or so?
All right.
It's free. Very informative.
Important, too.
Very important.
All right. 9:47 at KDAL. We shall return.
Time now for a Natural Resources Minute, brought to you by the Minnesota DNR.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Stearns from the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Are you free on Wednesdays at lunchtime? The Minnesota Outdoor Skills and Stewardship Series is a series of online webinars that take place Wednesdays at noon, covering topics teaching you more about your outdoors. Topics for July's webinars include live bait fishing, buckthorn management, and walleye genetics. Learn from DNR staff and expert guests as they share knowledge, tips, and tricks. Plus, check out the archive, which includes over 200 past presentations on fishing, hunting, stewardship, and more. Visit mndnr.gov/discover to register and watch the July episodes live every Wednesday at noon and to browse the archive.
This has been a Natural Resources Minute from the Minnesota DNR.
Changes are coming in the AC market. AirServe wants to help save you money. Hey, it's Bruce from AirServe. You might have heard the Department of Energy change their regulations for AC refrigerant. To get ahead of the cost impact, AirServe pre-bought AC units, and we are ready to pass those savings on to you. If you've been on the fence about AC, it's time to get it done. Summer's warm weather is here. For a free, no-obligation quote, please call AirServe at 879-SERVE or go online to airserve.com. That's AIRESERV.
You're listening to The Fishing Frenzy with Rick Jordan.
Back on The Frenzy. Friday, the best day of the week.
It is. It's the 11th of July already. Where's the month gone?
Wow. All right. Matt King joins us. Mm-hmm. That's where it's gone. It's gone up to Fisherman's Corner. Howdy, Matt.
Good. How are you?
Hey, it's a beautiful day, and the fish are a-biting.
They are. People have been telling me Island Lake has started to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
And Fish Lake, pretty good also.
Awesome. Fish Lake.
Yeah. Fish Lakes, they put in that, I can't remember exact year they did that slot limit and stuff, but boy, the fish size in that lake has really gone up. Looks pretty, to be producing some pretty nice size fish.
Good. Island Lake, we were catching a lot of 8-10-inch walleyes. And at first I was saying, oh, this is awful. But my son, always the optimist, said, no, in a couple of years, they're going to be 22 inches.
Yeah, I mean, there always has been a good amount of walleyes in Island Lake, right? And it's a huge lake. It's got a great tributary for them to spawn in and everything. Yeah. And, and it's got a lot of structure and different things. So, but yeah, there is a lot of smaller fish, but you do produce some nice fish out of that lake also.
Yeah. Well, you're right on the cusp of people headed north up to northern Minnesota. Where are they going when they go to northern lakes?
There's been a lot of Kabtogama, Rainy Lake, Vermilion, and I would say like Crane Lake also, that whole kind of area there. We do get to Canada, people going to Canada too, but I'd say this year so far, probably more people in that northern Minnesota area, and I'd say the number one spot is probably that Kabtogama has been pretty popular.
Mm-hmm. What are the rules? You can't really take bait across the Canadian border, can you?
You cannot. It has to be artificial or nothing. You can't. They stopped that about, I think it was, actually like 4 or 5 years ago now, and you can't bring anything. So you got to plan accordingly, and either, I recommend to people, if you're going to go up there, sometimes it's good to call ahead and kind of pre-order your bait, because they're not quite as, I would say, stocked as we are down here on bait, especially when it comes to leeches, especially, and even crawlers. I was talking to a bait shop up there last year, and they really prefer people to pre-order. I mean, if you're getting a dozen or something, that's fine. But if you're going to get any, like a half a flat or anything like that, they appreciate a pre-order and stuff. So,
wow,
yeah.
How much does half a flat cost?
Oh, I can't even remember what the pricing is up there on a half a flat. So for us, like a whole flat is in bedding is like $75.
Wow.
That's 500 crawlers. So I mean, it's a good amount of crawlers. But and then if you want them in dirt, you're looking at 65 in dirt. So I can't remember what Canada charges for that, but I know it's considerably higher than what we are. Even you go up north a little ways up there, even I think, and down south. I've been down like Hayward area too, and bait pricing is variant, right? It's really different all over the place.
I remember one of the first times we went up there, we had a map, GPS, of course, on electronics, and we kind of anchored on the border between Canada and the United States. You know where this is going. And we're casting across that imaginary line. And Canadian DNR guy came over and says, I know what you're doing. He said, I don't like it. We were fishing in Canada without Canadian licenses.
Yeah, they don't take kind to that, do they?
No, he did not have a real good sense of humor.
No. And you know, there's a lot of different rules if you're going to Canada. You know, in Minnesota, excuse me.
Yeah, I got that too.
People can have a beer in the boat. Canada, there's a no alcohol tolerance in the boat for anybody, not just the driver, it's anyone. So that's something to be aware of. There's a lot of lakes up there too where it's barbless. So, you know, you got to watch that kind of stuff. And we're getting more and more, I would say, things around in Minnesota too on checking, you know, when you go to the landing, check the landing for, slot limits. Sometimes there's limits on, you know, like we have lakes around here where you can only keep 5 crappies instead of the normal 10. You know, so you gotta really watch that, different things. So when you get out and you go to the landing, I just, you know, check the landing, look at what the postings are for that lake, and then you should be good. Otherwise, look in the book and see what the posting is for that lake.
Yeah, I remember I was up in Canada with Matt Opak, a neighbor out by my place, a fly-in trip. He said bring a small package of hooks and stuff. Okay, did that. And I got there, and he says, "Uh-oh, you got barbs on that." So he handed me a pair of pliers, and I just pinched the barb down.
Yep.
And we never got checked.
No, that's perfectly legal. You can, you can just crimp the barb down with a pair of pliers, and you'll be fine. You don't have to go buying barbless hooks for all your lures and stuff like that. You know, as long as you make sure it's crimped down, and they'll be fine with that. So it's. Yeah, you just got to be. There's a lot more rules per different lakes now than I think there ever was in the years past. But with all the technology that we have today, I think they've changed a lot of the rules because some of the technology has made fishing easier.
Yes, sure has. Hey, do you sell barbless hooks at Fish Corner?
We do. We we have barbless hooks, and we actually sell a fair amount of them. People going different, and there's some people that just want to use barbless hooks because they don't keep fish anyway.
Yeah, catch and release, sure.
Yeah, catch and release. So they swap out their hooks with barbless, or they use barbless single hook, and that's what they want to do. And there's actually more people than I ever thought that just go out and just like to catch fish, but don't like to take them home, and they just release them all.
Yeah, and it's less offensive damage done to their biting ability. That's a good idea. I may take you up on that. Hey, you got some good deals for us?
We do. All rods are 20% off. We got all the Grundon's deck boots, and we got the Grundon's rain gear. The deck boots are 30%. The rain gear's at 40% off. I mean, we got some great deals. Come on and check it out. The electronics, 10% off. And we got a ton of different, rods and reel combos, and we can set you up with a combo and whatnot. So come on in and check it out. And we got in some really nice jumbo leeches yesterday. And I know a lot of people like that. So come on in and check that out. We got some. They're really nice. He thinks he's on them now, so hopefully that's going to hold out for us.
Okay. Well, I've got an awful lot of thumbnail-sized leeches left, but I've had them in my fridge for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Leeches are one of the best bait you can keep alive as long as you keep changing that water out.
Yes.
And keep them cool. They'll stay alive for quite a while.
Yep, I'm very happy with it. Well, you keep a tight line. Thank you, Matt King.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir. Let's see. What's the date today?
The 11th of July. 7-11.
7-Eleven.
So they got a big. If you got a 7-Eleven anywhere near you, they're giving out free Slurpees today.
Okay, my son had a birthday. Happy birthday, Matt.
Oh, all right.
I've got a wedding anniversary this coming weekend.
Wow, good for you.
Next weekend.
Yeah. Okay. It's good you remember. Your wife will appreciate that.
What's her name again?
It's also National French Fry Day today, by the way. So.
Is it? Oh, I love French fries.
I know. I'm thinking of making some tonight.
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you, Mr. Strandberg, for helping me out. Don't forget, fireproof your house out in the boonies.
Yes.
Gneeson Fire Department's got an event coming up.
That's a week from Saturday, so
Yes,
you can
sir.
remind us again next Friday.
I will.
When you'll be here.
I'll do that.
All right. Up next is news and then the Bruce Iskey Show on KDAL.